Looking pretty brisk out there, team. It's still 32.2 degrees, but it's windy. And it looks pretty damp. Let's do it. Yeah, it's pretty excited. Steve, come on. Not in that much of a hurry, are you, Steve? All right, we'll be patient. Take your time. We'll wait. T-Rex, looks like your line might be kind of iced to the ground there a little bit. You have a problem with that? Nah, I didn't really think so. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You can break it loose. No problem. Steve, thank you. TK, coming out the door. It's 7:30, and the way that light works there on the tree and the flag is it senses when it's light or dark, and it turns on when it gets dark and turns off when it gets light. And it's usually off by now on February 1st, rabbit, because the sun comes up closer to 7 than 8, and it's past 7:30 because we have a thick cloud overhead. It is a dark, wintry morning in New England where we did not get as much snow as TK said, but we got as much as they said, everyone else, and that's just enough to track a Steve. I'd give it maybe a 0.1 being generous, 0.1 inches of snow, so I was only off by about 150 times. If we had gotten a 1.5, that would have been 150 times this much. Oh well, back to the drawing board. The ground is white, and this is day now 32 in a row with New England snow. Every day this year so far, it has snowed at least a little somewhere in New England. The most snow being reported this morning, I like looking at this web camera in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. One of my partners, Mike McCormick's tugboat cam, one of the first cams he put up and really got my attention. It was snowing hard there last night. We got about 3 inches around the Portsmouth area, and there are some early numbers coming in of about 2 to 5. And even though it's not very deep snow here, it went from rain to snow, and the ground was all wet, and so that means icy conditions underfoot. Even the front driveway, this is what the front driveway looked like at 7 o'clock, so I want to put some ice melt down on that. So we're not plowing in the Boston area, but it's not over either. I mean, it's getting colder as the day goes on today. And Glenn misses the ice bucket. Well, I put the ice bucket contraption back together, and it's frozen. I think I'm going to wait. You can still see it's not frozen in there. I'm just saying all my gear to make this stick up is frozen in place. So I'm going to give that another day, and we'll get back to the ice bucket. And this is an iceberg in here. So it's cold. And this is just the same situation day after day after day, much like the Groundhog Day movie. You wake up and you look at the forecast and it's about the same. Well, it's going to get colder, and then it's going to rain and snow, and then it's going to get warmer, and then it's going to rain and snow, and it's going to get colder. And the tendency is going to be for more snow than rain going forward. And there's quite a bit of disagreement in the guidance, and it's trended colder and snowier for the next 2 weeks. Taking my glove off here, I want to do a half zoom. You can see more. I like watching the clouds go by. So yeah, this is serious cold air advection. Wind from the north, colder air moving in. Here's the temperature map at 6 a.m. showing still 37 degrees from Long Island Sound to Cape Cod and the islands, while in northern Maine, up around Dickey, Maine, in the county, Aroostook County, it was close to 10 below zero. So we're looking at about a 48-degree temperature gradient across New England, and this is the same day after day after day. And this front, the failure in my forecast was yesterday I said there'd be like a tail of snow. A lot of times when these lows go flat to our south along that 40-degree north latitude, we get this sort of band of snow that reaches back, and it just failed to develop. I mean, it's not over yet, but there's the 999 low going east of the benchmark this morning with another wave south of Long Island. And then there's our 1035 cold high pressure system. Look at those temperatures on the west side of that high where it was radiational cooling last night, 20 below zero there in Ontario, just north of Lake Superior. And that air will be in northern New England tomorrow. The difference is, though, when that high goes right over us tonight, it will clear and calm and radiational cooling. So tomorrow, for a lot of people, will be the coldest morning so far this year on the thermometer, but maybe with lack of wind, it won't feel as cold. All right, somebody, look at that. I love this. What's that called? That's a print of some kind, right? Of T-Rex's line. You want to go in, T-Rex? I think that that's acceptable. It's cold. It's not that fun. And you are not really that great of a team player. See you later. I do have my noise-canceling lavalier on. Hopefully the wind is not bothering it too much. And the Boston, I'm going to go with Boston. Now, somebody said, why do you show Shrewsbury all the time? It's too far inland. So I'm going to use the bostonweather.us. It's really, it says a 3 to 5 day meteogram, but if you slide it, it actually goes out to about 10 days now. And it shows the temperature just falling today. There's that wave. A red line is temperature, blue line is the dew point, and the Euro has Boston getting down to about 4 degrees tomorrow morning. I don't think so. I think more like 10 degrees, but that's one of the coldest so far. And I don't think this wind is good here. I'm going to come over here and look at that 10-day. A band of snow comes in tomorrow night, and then that's a warm front. So on Monday, we're back in the lower 40s with a little fresh snow on the ground Monday morning. And then there's a cold front Monday night, maybe with a snow flurry or a snow shower, and then it turns colder again on Tuesday into Wednesday and a freeze. And then another warm front comes at us Wednesday night, and there goes the temperature up into the lower 40s on Thursday with freezing rain, and snow possible. And then it gets colder gradually on Friday, and then it's cold enough that on Saturday it would snow. That's what it showed yesterday, but now it's showing sunshine and snow coming in next Sunday, snow and or rain. And then way out at the end of the period, also some snow and rain in there. That's the weather.us Euro. And the Euro, by the way, is the warmest guidance now. The GFS is much cooler than that and actually shows snow in Boston on Thursday. But we stick with the Euro, so let's go now and do the day by day, play by play. There is our flat wave going out. Snow showers likely lingering here in eastern Massachusetts, and Cape Cod could get a little coating. Tonight, the high goes right over us, and the air will go calm with a dew point 10 below zero. A lot of spots with deep snow away from any cities or water, big open water bodies like the ocean. We'll get to 10 below zero tonight, so it should be a really interesting temperature chart graphic in the morning. And that moves out, and then there's that snow. Sorry, snow coming in tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and it looks like just about everybody's potential for a half inch to an inch and a half of snow. The higher elevations get more, and that's warmer air with a low north of us. Low north of us means wind from the southwest, warm air advection Monday, but then the cold front settles through here Monday night and Tuesday. Now that's cold air advection with high pressure pretty much coast to coast in Canada. Timeout. I want to talk about the coast to coast front, and I'm going to show it in the graphic form for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, actually. And there it is with the warm front over Pennsylvania. And look at the low pressure system going north of the Great Lakes. So that's the warm air that's going to come at us. But note the front stretches then back south through Minnesota and then all the way to the Pacific Ocean. And look at all that action. Blue is snow, including New England. And then there's a little break and then a more solid winter storm after winter storm coming in off the Pacific Ocean. And that's what we're going to have to deal with next week. Waves on that front, coast-to-coast front. We've been talking about it a long time now with a thermal gradient that's going to set up along that front and all the action coming off the Pacific. Okay, back to in motion here. And we're going to pick it up on Wednesday with the cold air starting to retreat. But as it retreats, we're going to have enough cold near the ground for freezing rain. That's the red coming in Wednesday night. And sleet would be purple. Green is rain. That goes to rain, southern New England. And that rain snow line a little further south than it was right up around J Peak now on Thursday. So the Euro is trending colder. And by the way, the GFS has pretty much a pure cold nor'easter for us on Thursday into Friday. It starts turning colder again. And the Euro now has backed off the advance of the next weather system, which yesterday it had coming in on Saturday. Now it shows Saturday's nice, dry, cold day next Saturday. And then that would come in on Sunday. And again, the odds of this timing is very low, but the odds of the positioning of the front, they're a little higher confidence. And then there it is, Sunday night and Monday is where we get that wintry mix crossing much of New England, Sunday night and Monday, and then followed by new cold air advection on Tuesday, and then another system on our doorstep on Wednesday. And now we're out to day 10, which is February 11. What is that? Saturday's the 8th, Sunday's the 9th, Monday's the 10th. Tuesday, February 11th, another system on our doorstep, and the long-range guidance says that looks pretty wintry here too. So why don't I just run the coast-to-coast Euro snowfall? I know the GFS is kind of off the charts, and I haven't really looked at the Euro too much, but once you get into the lighter purple, that's about a half a foot of snow, and then the darker purple is about a foot of snow. And you can see it's fairly flat flow across the United States with a bit of a confluence of the northern stream there coming across north of the Great Lakes, and then the flatter stream from coast to coast, and they merge right over New England. So that means that all these systems that are coming at us are going to be shearing out quickly, and it doesn't look like any of them are going to be stalling for any big multi-day nor'easter, but these flat waves nickel and dime our way to days 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40 days in a row of New England snow as far as we can see into the future. And even though I can't get the details that well, I can show the big picture and the odds of it changing. And I'd say the timing of those storms is very off, but I think we do average temperatures near seasonable to slightly below, and precipitation near to slightly above the climatological average for the first half of February. So continued wonderful skiing in northern New England, and even if it does rain a little bit in the mountains on Thursday, that'll be erased by the new cold and snow that's incoming. And I saw a lot of aggressive mountain operations still making snow with their snow guns, so that's all good. For the and more today, let's see. And more is always what happened yesterday. I worked on that ice bucket over there. We'll talk about that, walking around in the rain. Mike, our USPS representative, great friend to T-Rex and all the neighborhood dogs. Mike announced that they're trying to change his route. Say it isn't so, Mike. We'll move. Where's your route moving to? We'll follow you. Are you going to move over to Fort Point? We'll follow you over to Fort Point. That's how nice Mike is. We like Mike a lot. And then we went over and visited Doug, and we're lamenting the fact that, you know, things have to change around here. Walk slowly, walk carefully. And let's look at the rain gauge while we're walking over here and get that out. So we picked up close to an inch of rain yesterday and melted snow this morning. And he said, like, what are you going to do without those stairs? I said, I'll figure out something. I said, maybe I'll just drop a line and do some rappelling, you know, like a Navy SEAL. And he goes, I think I got an idea. And he comes out with that. I said, is that a line or a rope? He goes, when it's nautical, it's a line. Well, I said, well, what if I'm traversing a steep hill with it using rappelling? I'll put one loop across my pussy willow over there and the other down there. Don't tell the town I'm doing it. He said, well, then maybe it's a rope then. All right. Stay cool. Stay warm. It's the weekend. Probably be out this door tomorrow, but we're on the move all the time around here, and we really appreciate your viewership and all the commentary. And Glenn, the ice bucket, I'm so glad that you made me get the ice bucket back. And so I'll leave you with this and that and this and that and more from yesterday. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you tomorrow. And we'll go look at Steve really quickly. What do you got, Steve? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, all right. And more from yesterday. The house was just shaking. I missed the video. It's lunch hour for the crew. And it's light rain here, and our snow is melting as the air has gone calm. Ross says it's sleeting, changed to snow in Francistown, New Hampshire. And we're gonna see as soon as that wind comes back from the north, we wake up to more snow here. Or did we? Pussy Willow Bloom is 8 weeks away. These buds anyway. T-Rex, do you want to go for a walk in the rain? You don't care, it's raining? Hang on. Let me close the door. Let's check the state of the daffodils. They're looking pretty good. Chrysanthemums, time to cut them down. So yeah, we're in the mid 40s here. Where are we going, Rex? Up the hill. And it's melting. Ground's kind of frozen, so it's more running off than going into the ground. The greening of the grass shall commence pretty soon. Another 4 weeks, I guess. T-Rex. Getting rid of this snow from way back, what was that, December 11th, Saturday. More than 2 weeks that snowbank has been on the ground. Oh, who's that? Who's that, Rex? Who's that?
That who you? It's me.
I don't know if he correlates you out on the street to food.
Hey, you know who I am? That's better. Hi, buddy. You know what? Yeah, you know I do. Don't tell anyone. Shh, quiet. Good boy.
You got treats in there too?
The leftover ones from you. Quiet. Come here.
I think we should do a wellness check on Jerry. Jerry, come on out.
Get down. Well, you'd know. You know him. He goes on his benders. Wait, come here. Yeah, I know.
Double dipping today.
Yeah.
He's gonna follow you on your entire route.
No, come here. Get over here. Get up here. Come on. Jump over like I taught you. Jump. There you go. Come on. There you go. All right.
Sorry about this rain, but I guess it beats snow. Actually, snow at least flakes falls off you.
No, you're right. The word we used to, you know what we call this?
What?
The craw.
The craw.
Because your hands could all beat red in the rain.
claw.
No more. All right, good to see you.
We're gonna follow you up
easy.
the hill. We just started our walk.
I'm going to next door.
Come on, Rex. Come on.
Yeah, I know you always take care of it.
The flag is straight down, raindrops straight down. Water is puddling, even though it hasn't been that much water, because the ground is frozen. Don't exactly have the best footwear on. T-Rex. He was like, where'd the mailman go? I want some more treats. So Glenn, trying to reestablish the ice bucket. There's about an inch of water in there so far. I think I had this out all year, so come up with this contraption to try and get the ruler to stick in it. And this is also an ice thing. So this is probably going to freeze in place. Hopefully that rule will sink down. We'll get some good ice bucket for the rest of the season. Use a little more rain. All right, Rex, you can go in. You can go in, Rex. Come on. These two have the right idea on a chilly day and it's wet outside. 2 fur balls. Oh, this one's moving. And so just 2 seconds ago, we went out there and it was not this foggy. So I think the temperature just went down a notch and the dew point just came up a notch. We are saturated. 4:50 p.m. Still light. But raining as hard as I've seen it rain so far this year. I just haven't been in place where it was raining so much, but I guess that's good for the ice bucket challenge. Get that thing down there. It's dense fog. It means temperature and dew point are together, as we just saw with little fur balls up there. Can we see the temperature right here? Yeah, it's down. Looks like into the upper 30s now down here, so that's a little different than up in the the old-fashioned. And we're passing a quarter to a half inch of rain. So maybe a time lapse of just today with the sky falling. Fog is a cloud touching the ground. These snowdrifts over here, just shy of 3 weeks old. It was nice to know ye. And not a lot of hope looking at the radar. With some bright banding. Freezing levels just about 1,500 feet over our head. It's icing now. And it does get a lot colder, but still don't know. It does not look like 1 to 3 inches of snow Boston South, but maybe half to 1 inch of snow. So the C to 1, coating to 1 may be working out. Look at that. They look alive. It's alive. It's alive. All right. That's the end more for today. Play us out, piano man. Talk to you tomorrow. Those spicy hot peppers. They're pretty chilly now. They will grow.